So unusual for me to have makeup on at this time of night. You can see it's starting to decay. Just went through like my TikTok content for the last couple months, and it's a lot, especially because of the amount of lives that I've created. And I panicked because I saw a snippet of one and it was so good. And I'm like, I hope I have that full video. So I do have it, and it's on YouTube. And that is the thing with repurposing and resharing content, is you never really run out of content. And that's why I honestly love live video, because you can get an getting tired. You can get almost an infinite amount of content from your live videos. So when I look at like Gary Vaynerchuk, for example, Gary V, when you look at his strategy, very rarely is it him just turning on the camera and recording. It is usually like a huge chunk of his content, even the video memes, is snippets from where he was speaking. And I follow a lot of that same strategy just because I don't have the team that Gary has. So it's a lot easier for me to have a resharing, repurposing, and redistribution strategy. Because a lot of people there, I gotta find another word for people, because I'm not really feeling the generic people. Like, who's people? But a lot of creators, what happens is they run out of content ideas. They don't realize how much content they already have. So when you take that content that you already have and you don't promote it enough, that's why you think content doesn't work. So a lot of times we think we have to create a whole lot of content. The only reason I create the amount of content that I create is because I really enjoy creating content. Like, I get an idea and boom, I turn it into content, right? And so when you go through, what I do is I go through periods of time, like from January and really February through May, I was on a like speaking spree. So I was on a lot of different summits, a lot of different podcasts. And on top of that, I've been doing a lot of live video and a lot of short form video. So I already didn't have to create another stitch of content, but I don't have to create another piece of content for the rest of 2024. So like I was saying, a lot of creators, they want to create a massive amount of content, but they don't promote the content that they have. And so they end up getting discouraged because they think nobody's engaging with their content, nobody's, caring about their content, when it's honestly just likely that they haven't seen it. And so that's why I like having content pillars, and you get those content pillars out on different platforms at different times, and you just keep running those same content pillars over and over. So yes, you might create a lot of different pieces of content, but they're really the same pieces of content. You're just recreating them and making them look different, sound a little different, but the messaging is just the same. And I like to audit my own content. And so I just audited my content just on TikTok for the last few months, and I felt really good, okay? So there's what I call a syndication strategy. So your promotional strategy definitely is very similar to your syndication strategy, but my syndication strategy is, for example, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. I can post a live stream of an old video that will sell current content. I'm going to say that again. I can have and do post, restream old live videos to those platforms using StreamYard, and in the call to action, I am promoting either a lead magnet, something designed to build my lists for me, or I actually sell current courses and digital products. but with those captions. It happens all the time. All the time. Products from 2018, I'm sorry, content from 2018, 2019 has sold products that were created in 2023 and 2024 through syndication. So if you're familiar with traditional TV and sitcoms in syndication, there's a certain number of episodes, and then a sitcom can go into syndication, meaning that's when you see it every day at 4 p.m. locally or on TBS or those type channels. That's because it's in syndication. Well, you need to syndicate your own old content and even your new content, because just posting that piece of content once is not enough. I'm gonna say it again. Posting that piece of content just one time is not enough. You've got to post it multiple times and in multiple places. So I can't sit here and lie to you and say that there's a rhythm or a reason to it. I mean, there kind of is, but not like a whole lot. What it boils down to is what am I promoting and what do I want to get out there? But, it's about repurposing, resharing, and redistributing that content. On Pinterest, for example, there's what's called fresh pins. So it's basically you just you freshen up existing pins that are performing well, and you might change the color, the font, you might change the headline, you change some things about it and put it up again because it already works. People like it. And that's where my 1 million view pins come from. It's not all of those collectively, but by posting it several times to several different boards, at some point one of them took off and it just started running. And guess what? Then when it started running, the other ones that were similar to it also took off and started running. And so now I got multiple pins, but it's really the same pin that is bringing in hundreds of thousands, millions of views. And then I'm collecting leads and I'm driving hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands visitors to my website because this pin is taking off, when it's really like 3 or 4, even 5 pins that look very similar, but one struck gold, it struck pay dirt, and it went out and then it pulled all the other ones with it. And that's the fresh pin strategy, right? And so again, you don't necessarily need to create more content. You need to have a repurposing, resharing, and redistribution strategy, a syndication strategy to make sure that good quality content is getting out there in front of as many people in as many places. It's also your, omnipresence, right? It doesn't pay in 2024 to be loyal to one platform. You've got to be on more than one platform. I always suggest your pair and a spare. So what are the two that are your two primary? And by the way, if they're both owned by Mark Zuckerberg, that is not a pair and a spare. That is one entity, because they can shut you down, right? And so then if it's Instagram and Facebook, for example, you still need a third one, and the third one can't be Threads. Okay, it has to be Pinterest, it has to be YouTube, it has to be TikTok, right? It could be X, it could be LinkedIn. So you're pairing a spare. I always suggest to people that you want to have a presence on as many platforms as possible, okay? So even if it's just auto posting to another platform, but have that presence, because believe me, when you are auto posting even to another platform, you're still going to be building a following, right? And so at any point you can go not live, but like I am right now, but you can go active on that platform and really begin to nurture that following and that community and start building community, and you can have like a pre-built following for you when you're ready to build that platform up. And it comes in handy when algorithms change and what you're doing might go out of favor. Like right now, a lot of people are directing their following to find them on IG and on YouTube. Okay, that's strategic because they don't know what's going to happen come January 2025 with this app. So it makes sense to be directing people to also find you and follow you on those other places. So if the ship goes down, they know where the new meeting place is going to be. That was good. That was really good, right? So you always want to be thinking a couple steps ahead. You got to be playing chess, not checkers, baby. You got to be playing chess, okay? So having that pair and a spare comes in handy when there's outages, right? Facebook and Instagram have more outages than they like to admit. I don't know of any TikTok outages, I can say that. Google has had an outage. Twitter, I don't know of many Twitter outages. But Google has had an outage, right? I remember a day where it wasn't really big public knowledge, but Pinterest did go down for a little bit, right? And so that's why I like to have omnipresence, okay? So when I was live a little bit ago and talking about how you can set up the rest of your year now. You can create the momentum now. And I mentioned how in June I typically do a blogging blitz. And I've been doing this so long, I sometimes become oblivious to what I'm doing and I just run on autopilot, right? And so I've had all these features where I've been on all these podcasts and all these summits. And on top of that, I've still been creating content. I've still been creating short form video. I've still been going live. And I still have stuff from 2023 that I haven't even gotten on my blog. So in June, and it is now June 1st, I will be creating blogs. I don't know of, I'd have to look further at my calendar, but I don't know of any speaking, of any summits, any podcasts over the summer. Because a lot of that activity tends to die down over the summer. And now I can get it on my blog. Same when I was running a beauty blog, skincare blog, and I've had both. All the activity that I did between Valentine's Day and Memorial Day weekend when I would hold my big summer kickoff event to try to create a shoulder season, which I did. And now that content needed to get to its home, which is on my blog. Because I don't like my content to just be hosted on social media. I'm going to say it again. I don't trust these social media for it to be the only place where my content rests. I like my content to be on my own blog, right? Now my video will still end up on YouTube, and while I don't own YouTube, I have backup channels that are hidden that nobody can get to, but I can still get to my content. I've got backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. Believe me, okay? And I advise you to do the same. I learned that from my mentors back in 2014, 2015. Okay? So, but even though those videos are housed on YouTube, I still have a written version of that content on my blog. And because my blog got attacked one time, I have a backup to that written version now, right? And often, and in some cases, so like I took Tamira Hamilton down for about 2 years because they tried to extort me and all kinds of stuff, and I wasn't having it. So I took TamiraHamilton.com down, but there were high performing blog posts that are now back up on Tamira Hamilton because I moved hosts, and when I took it down, everything disappeared. Right? I could have went back and got the backups and all that, but I did not have the energy, the time, nor desire. I was just like, I'll get it back up at some other time. So using AI and YouTube, I was able to recreate those blogs because the video is there, and I could use the transcript in AI to now write the blog. Sometimes I'm so smart. I'm going to say it again. I used ChatGPT to take that transcript and turn it into a written blog. Now, in the AI traffic generation system, we teach you how to turn the written article into a video. And I have, for a year now, been taking the video and transforming it into a written blog with AI. Right? So I was able to get Tamira Hamilton back up and running with several posts, months worth of posts in a really relatively short period of time because I used AI to do it. Okay? And that's why I love the AI traffic generation system, because you want your content in a place that you own and you pay for hosting. You cannot just rely on these social medias. They can shut you down. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they have a friend who Facebook shut them down. And they can't reach anybody, and they really don't know why their account got shut down. Right? I've told the story about boho bags on Instagram last summer. Over 80% of their business was coming through Instagram. Their competitors fought dirty and told Instagram they were selling counterfeit goods. They were selling, products, vintage handbags that they didn't have the license and the resale rights to sell. And so Instagram shut them down and then told them, didn't get their side of the story. And she had to go on a campaign. She had to campaign her little tushy off by begging, pleading, and borrowing for people to help her get Instagram's attention because her business was legitimate. Otherwise, she was facing laying 60 people off. Now, it worked out for her. It did work out for me when they capriciously shut down my account with 25,000 followers in 2022. Now, she had over 300,000, and she actually grew after this whole escapade. But when they capriciously, like on September 22nd, or September 24th or 29th, I can't remember the exact day of 2022, chocolate, my account, my Faceless account that I'd grown for years, just disappeared. I couldn't get back into it. And because Tamira Hamilton, it all happened around the same time. Tamira Hamilton got invaded and they were trying to extort me, so I couldn't even get into the email that was associated with that account and for a long time. And it was just a mess. And so, but I wasn't worried because I've been building my email list for years. I've been building my SMS text message list, and I had presence on other platforms. So it didn't make or break me. It just was an annoyance. It was an annoyance. And even a lot of the content that was on there was already safe and secure on Tumblr, of all places. Okay? So you have to be strategic. You have to be meticulous. You have to own your masters. You have to own your content, right? And so AI traffic generation system is not just merely about blogging and creating authority and driving traffic. It's also about truly owning your content, because all these other places on social media, they are rented land. And your blog is like a mortgage, because a lot of people really think they own their house. You really don't. The bank does until you pay off your mortgage, and then it's still you. Even if you own the land, you really don't own the land. The government really does. Like, you gotta really look it up, right? You gotta look it up. You gotta do your research and understand this stuff, right? Nobody really owns their house or the land that's on it. And think about it. Who really gets to say that you gotta buy the land? Who are you really buying it from, and what gives them the domain? Or it's really crazy when you think about it. But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We're not going down that rabbit hole. We're not going down that rabbit hole, right? Your blog is much like your home, okay? And so just like the government can take your home if you fail to pay the taxes, if you fail to abide by the host that you pay for hosting, their rules, and if you do really extreme things like you have a website that violates government policies and things like that, is causing harm, they can take your hosting, right? If you are putting up material that doesn't belong to you and someone else holds the copyright, they don't just take it right away. They warn you and give you the opportunity to take it down in most cases. But the whole point is, even though you own it and it's hosted, 99.9% you do. There's a really small chance that something could happen and they can shut you down. And that's why you want to have your masters. That's why you want to have your backups. But here's the thing. If you are doing any of this content creation to generate an income, to generate revenue, to create cash flow, you need traffic to that blog. You need traffic. You need traffic to your blog. You need traffic to your high converting offer if you want to monetize it. Okay? And you do want to monetize it. And so that is why I stand behind the AI traffic generation system. You want to get that AI traffic generation system because it's going to help you get traffic to your high converting offer by way of this monetized platform where your articles are with your links in there. But it also is going to double as your high converting offer. Okay, what did I even do with the iPad? Okay, so here I'm going to show you. Okay, it is a high converting offer. I have sold this offer in the United Kingdom, sitting at my grandson's basketball game. Made a sale in the United Kingdom. Okay, there I am in the group. Just made my first international sale. Cheerio, mate. Cheerio, mate. So if you're here, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do a couple things. Double tap that screen and give me some hearts. Because I'm on the late night creep. I even got my hood on. I even got my hood on the late night creep. All right? Here's the thing. If you start a business, in the first 6 months you going to bed at a decent time and you ain't up on the late night creep, creating sales funnels and creating content, you really don't want to be successful, and you need to stop lying to people. You really don't want to be successful, and you need to stop lying to people. Because I can tell you in 2014, I remember it was like, I got to like 6 o'clock in the morning and I looked and it was like, oh my God, my makeup. So I recorded a makeup video about my setting spray. But I had been up all night writing a sales funnel, getting a sales funnel up, okay? These are the things that we have to do if we want our business to be successful. Because, baby, ain't nobody coming to save you, okay? Let's get back to the topic at hand, okay? $50, okay? You can see right there, that is the British pound sterling right there, okay? And that's what it translates to, because their currency is valued higher than ours. Like when we go to Mexico, we get more dollar for our money. They get more dollar for their money with us. Same with Canada too. Canada, we used to have higher currency than they do. Okay? But proof, right? I got more proof for you. I got more proof. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Okay, I'll show you. We got Courtney here. Courtney earned $1,200 with the AI traffic generation system in the first 2 weeks. Okay. Honey made $8,000. Okay. So these results are not typical, but they're possible. They show you what's possible. Okay, because here's the thing. The AI traffic generation system is only $50. It comes with full resale rights. Okay? It comes with resale rights. If you already have a community, if you are already a digital marketer, it only makes sense to add this $50 product to your offering, okay? Because there is a price point for everyone. And people can get started for $12.50 with ForPay. And they can flip that and make their full money back within 24 hours if they so choose to. Okay? Because here's the deal. With the AI traffic generation system, it's all about getting traffic from Google. You ain't going to get traffic from Google on day one. But what you can do is you can turn around and you can sell the Done For You course with the Done For You sales funnel that both come with the course when you buy it. Okay? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Honey had a built-in customer base. Tamira already had a built-in customer base and community and an audience, right? If you don't have the audience, if you don't have the community, if you don't have the network, it might take you a little bit longer. But Honey had the audience, the community, and the network. And some of her audience and community and network said, honey child, that is great. But here's the thing. I don't want to do that. I know it needs to be done. I see the value in it, but I don't want to do that. And so Honey sent them a proposal. And they said, okay, I'm going to pay you a couple $1,000s a month to have AI write these articles and do the SEO and run the 5-step system for us. And this is why I tell you that digital marketing is neither the product, the offer, or the business model. It is a highly paid skill set. It is a highly paid skill set. There are people watching right now who should click that follow button up there who may never buy a product or course from me. But a couple different things, a couple different scenarios are going to happen. They are going to tag someone. They are going to share my profile or content with someone who could end up hiring me and contracting with me to do it for them. Or they may be the one person that I end up, contracting with, or their place of employment may be where I end up being a paid consultant because they see and hear the value that I provide. Okay? There is a demographic that is not going to want to do the work. They would rather pay someone else to do it. I was on a live earlier with Coach Jay, and she was quoting John D. Rockefeller and what he says about he'd rather get 1% from 100 people than 100% of his own efforts. That's called leverage. Okay, that's leverage, right? And with the AI traffic generation system, you are leveraging the efforts of machine learning, also known as artificial intelligence, right? Just a few minutes ago when we were speaking about resharing, redistributing, and repurposing content syndication, I shared how I leverage AI to take existing content and turn it into future pieces of content. So if it is a video, to take this transcript and turn it into a blog post that is SEO optimized. I know how to do that, right? In the AI traffic generation system, we teach you how to come up with the SEO keywords, then have it write articles. You're going to post those articles on Medium. Medium is going to pay you. And then you're going to go back to AI and have AI turn the article into a video that you're going to post on YouTube and Pinterest and other platforms to drive even more traffic. But at the end of the day, it takes 60, 90, 120 days for that SEO to cook, for it to warm up and start sending you traffic. So in the meantime, your high converting offer is the AI traffic generation system itself. It's not an either or. You're going to be doing both. And you can do both, and you can afford to do both in terms of time and money because AI is doing it for you. OpenAI, their latest version of ChatGPT, ChatGPT 4.0, on a limited basis is free. You can get ChatGPT 4 free through Microsoft and Copilot and some other platforms, right? You can even get access to DALL-E through Canva for free. So you can, never in history has it been so easy to take free apps and make money, okay? So if you want the AI traffic generation system, it's only $50 and ForPay is available. All you do is you click right up here and you go to the link in my bio. If you order while we are live, I will throw in a 15-minute strategy session. A lot of people, I'm finding people are buying the course just for that. So that's not going to be around for long. And it's certainly only available while I'm live because I don't really create these businesses and these products to have to be glued to my computer and on Zooms, especially in summertime. But I'm willing to do it because I need y'all to understand, never in history has it been so easy and accessible that we have access to the same technologies as the ultra wealthy to use it, like Eminem says, to make ourselves wealthy, right? Like when he says, I'm the first artist since Elvis Presley to use black music so selfishly, use it to make myself wealthy. That's how I feel about ChatGPT. And they say ChatGPT is going to generate more billionaires and millionaires than ever before in history, and the fastest than ever in history. Okay? So this is a great way to get your feet wet with digital products, with MRR, with PLR, with digital products. $50. And okay, so let me tell you my story. I had over 20 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And in 2013, after getting really used and abused, and it gave me PTSD, which I still, I'm much better now, but I got PTSD from that job, from that career. And I decided I'd had enough. I was fed up. I was going to start a brick and mortar business, and I got introduced to some internet and online businesses, and I did really well with them really fast because I had the marketing, the double masters, the bachelors, and the Spanish minor, and over 20 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience at the time. And as fast as it went up, when I ran out of my organic, my friends and family, my warm market, because it was never hot, let me tell you, it was barely lukewarm, right? My business suffered for a year. And finally, I came across, through a podcast, a woman who was helping me really understand the digital marketing piece. Because you got to understand, when I was even in my master's degree, they didn't really teach anything about digital marketing or social media marketing. In fact, Facebook might have no, Facebook wasn't even around then, I don't think. I don't think Facebook was even in existence then. Okay? So I had to learn. I had great foundations and principles, but I had to learn the digital marketing piece. And luckily, as in most cases, I was a quick study. And I came across this course that taught me how to set up my own hosted blog. I had blogs already, but they were not hosted. I did not own them. So I moved into the area of owning my own blog. So I had to learn WordPress. I had to learn WordPress. I had to learn the plugins. I had to learn this software. I had to learn that software. I had to learn on-page SEO. I had to learn off-page SEO. And now, and by the way, I paid $397, which I would gladly pay again. I would gladly pay it again because that $397, I have more than 1,000 times that. Okay? Over the years, we're talking 10 years. I'm not an income claim type person. I don't need them people coming at me, okay? So I would gladly pay that $397 again. So when I came across the AI traffic generation system and learned what the 5 steps were, I caught it. I caught the vision right away. And I knew it was the perfect addition to my library, my digital product library, inventory, and offering, because of the price point, to be able to attract more people to me and be able to hit people at various offerings, at various price points, right? Because there are people online who watch me, they think I'm cute, and they find value in my content, but they either don't have the $555 for Pen Profits Mastery, or they just are a little more cautious and they'd rather start with something small. So $50. But I'm going to be honest with you, I ain't getting on no Zoom with nobody about no $50 product. I'm not. Not in 2024. Not when I go live as much as I go live about it, when I've got tons of YouTube videos out there about it, and my, what do they call it? My book of work, my body of work speaks for itself. I'm not getting on no live about a $50 product. And the product is not refundable because you get immediate access and you can flip it and start making money from it with the resale rights right away. No one is going to give you your money back on a resale rights product, okay? No one is going to do that, okay? And that's why we have on the order page a little checkbox that says you know that there is no refund. So if you do try to get one, we've got documentation to be able to send to Stripe, okay? So the AI traffic generation system is your high converting offer. Because if you want to make money in these internet streets, you need a high converting offer, and you need to be able to drive traffic to that high converting offer. Okay? It's coming up on 1 a.m. I'm kind of hyped, but I want to get up early tomorrow because the weekends are for planning and creating content. Weekends are for planning and creating content. If you are working a job right now and you hate that job, but you're out partying instead of doing the work that you need to do in order to free yourself from that job, you're going to still be in that job next year. Ask me how I know. Because I freed myself. Okay? If you are working a job that you want to get out of and you want to free yourself, you have to be a weekend warrior. You're up late, you're scrolling anyway. So why are you not creating? Because consuming is not going to free you from that job. Creating will. And that is why you have to be a weekend warrior. When I worked a job that I hated, I gave them their time from 9 to 5, and from 5 to 9, I built my business and built me to build that business. And that's why I'm free to this day. Okay? There are seasons. Everybody talks about anti-hustle, anti-hustle. Baby, I'm anti-corporate. I'm anti-corporate slavery because that's what it is. I'm anti-slavery. Everybody talks about wage slavery. There's also salary slavery. They pay you just enough to keep you coming back. And then they make you, listen, in this good old state of Wisconsin, baby, they used to make you fill out a timesheet even though you were salaried at some of these at many jobs. They'd have you fill out a timesheet. And if you had a doctor's appointment and salary is supposed to be whether you work 40 hours or not, they made you work up them 40 hours. That's the thing when you work for somebody else. That's how I go. It be like that. And I got sick of it. I got sick of it. Not all companies are bad. Not all bosses are bad. But for me, I'm just not really built to be taking orders from anybody else. I'm just not. I did it for a very long time because I didn't know anything else and I didn't know any better, right? But now through content, I'm able to build an audience. By the way, click up there and make sure you follow me. And by continually putting the right content and messages in front of that audience, I am able to productize and monetize myself, my knowledge, and my experiences. Okay? For me, that happens to be marketing because I love marketing. But it can be anything. It could be makeup. It could be skincare. I've done that. Been there, done that. It can be health and wellness. Been there, done that too. Right? It could be chiropractic. It could be legal. I ain't did that. I ain't licensed for that. Okay? It could be cooking. It could be cleaning. Right? It could be canning. It could be so many different things. But if you get the AI traffic generation system, while we're on this live, I'm stretching it out. If you get this AI traffic generation system while we're live, you will get and you come back here and you tell us that you ordered it, and then you message me the receipt. I will send you the link to book your 15-minute strategy consultation. I've booked a bunch of those this week. I'm going to have to stop offering that soon because I did not start a business to be tied to, especially in the summer, doing all of these Zooms. Okay? So if you order the AI traffic generation system now, while I'm live, it's only $50. You get full resale rights. You get a done-for-you course. You get a done-for-you sales funnel. It is a high-value set, a high-value income set with using AI and generating articles and monetizing those articles and getting traffic from Google, getting traffic from YouTube. People don't realize Pinterest is a traffic generator. It is a search engine. Traffic from Pinterest and anywhere else that you share these articles, $50 for pay, $12.50 you can get started. You go to the reseller opportunity module and you can be up and running with your done for you course and sales funnel in a matter of minutes. If you order that now while we're live, and I'm getting to my Cinderella hour, once you come back here and you report that you ordered, and then you message me your receipt at the number at the link in my bio, I will send you the link to book your free 15-minute strategy with me, your 15-minute strategy session. A strategy session with me is typically $497 for 90 minutes. A half day, which is 5 hours, is $2,000. Make you holla. No, I'm just kidding. No, make you holla. No. It ain't that kind of party. Okay? I just think in sound bites. Okay? So order while we are live. The AI traffic generation system builds authority. In module, my favorite module of Pin Profits Mastery is about the side effect that happens from a strategy like the AI traffic generation system. And that is, I became what I refer to as a monetized magnet. By creating this content, opportunity tends to find me. I remember at the beginning of this, I talked about how I've been on so many podcasts and summits since the beginning of the year. I don't have to create another piece of content. I can just repurpose, reshare, and redistribute that content. Because I don't do any speaking where I don't also get copyright to that content. That's a money tip right there for you. That's a money tip, okay? So that is the byproduct, and that is called developing authority. So you're not just learning how to get the traffic from Google, you are also in the process of developing authority. You are also learning a high income skill set that I've already showed you. People like Honey have turned into thousands of dollars by basically creating an AI marketing agency. By the year 2030, it is estimated that up to half of influencers will be AI personas. But don't get it twisted. These AI personas are not like Adam, where God just made him out of dust. These AI personalities will be created by entities like corporations and ultimately still by people. Okay? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Because if so, double tap that screen. What I'm basically telling you is this course opens the portal to you learning and being ahead by years. Because I already am creating AI personas. And using AI personas in my marketing since December. And it has exploded things for me again. That's why we can't be afraid of technology. We have to embrace technology and use technology, because you can go back and there is, I believe, a Forbes or an Inc. article that talks about it. Every time there is a major shift like this, a major technological advancement, it creates jobs that did not exist. The majority of jobs that exist today did not exist in the early 1900s. Why? Because of the internet, because of Web 2.0, and because of other technological advancements like TV and radio since the early 1900s. Now, radio might have been around before the early 1900s. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. You can Google it right now if you want to. But this AI is evil. AI is the beast and all that. Baby, grow up. You only hurting yourself with that. Your fault. You're being gaslit. You're being gaslit. You gotta the veil. You gotta the third eye, right? You might not be wanting to drink that tap water. You might want to go to a non-fluoride toothpaste, because you gotta the third eye. Tap. Reset your central nervous system. Tap. Cold showers. You got to reset your nervous system. Because it's never been as easy as it is right now to wake up at zero, use free apps, and walk away at the end of the day $1,000, at the end of a week or 2 weeks, $10,000. It's never been this easy. Ask me how I know. Baby, I don't just get on these internet and just make stuff up. It ain't even in my nature. That is so not Tamira Hamilton. Trust me. I'm like E.F. Hutton. When I speak, I know that everybody listens. I'm like my granddaddy. He was a man of few words. I'm a woman of a lot more words than he was. But when he spoke, people listened. Right? He was a humble man. When he spoke, people listened. And he had a soft voice too. You know, he used his voice. And if you notice when I'm speaking, I use my voice very strategically as well. Okay? So I'm not coming on Beyonce's internet and just making up stuff to make stuff up. I'm no cap. I'm not going to embellish. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to speak my truth and tell you what I know and what I do. So here's the thing. Stop selling what to do and sell what you do. Your framework, your process. That's your unique selling proposition, right? All these gurus, and I'm not shaming them. I might name a few, but I'm not shaming them. But like Tony Robbins, a lot of these gurus, when you really listen to what they are telling you for self-improvement and personal development, baby, they all saying the same thing. They're just using different words. But they all have their own framework that they've copyrighted. And that's their unique selling proposition, and that's how they make money. And you can and need and must do the same thing to free yourself. Because there's a reason why you up at 1 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, on the weekend, and you ain't out. There's a reason. Something's keeping you up at night. And everybody don't start these businesses because they need money. I had plenty of money when I started my business. I worked in finance, so I had invested and saved very wisely. Money was not why I started my business. I started my business for my mental, spiritual, and emotional health because the corporate dragons had sucked the soul out of me. They broke me down. And I had PTSD for a very long time from that last toxic corporate experience. And I'm just now healing and building myself back up from that. So it's not always about money. It's about time freedom. It was about the grandchildren that I didn't have at the time, but would within a few years have my first grandchild, and being able to do for him what I was not able to do for my own children, which is be fully present when I am with him and now his little sister. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons to do this, and it's not always about money, but it is best to do it from a position of having money already and then building on that, because it's not easy. And you want to have money, and then you want to be able to, like I said, create that today money, and the AI traffic generation system allows you to do that with minimal effort. It's mostly passive, right? I can be on here and I'm encouraging you to buy live, and I'll give you a 15-minute strategy consultation by ordering while I'm live. But the link will still be in my bio when I go to bed shortly. And so I wake up to orders. I've been waking up to orders for money around the world in my sleep since 2014. Since I bought that course and set up my digital marketing infrastructure. So I don't care if you don't want to do digital products, you still need to learn how to set up your digital marketing infrastructure. Because your digital marketing infrastructure is how you make money in your sleep. You will always be working for someone else until you learn how to make money in your sleep. You will always be working for someone else until you learn how to make money in your sleep. And even if you own your own business, if you are not making money in your sleep and you have to show up, you are working for your clients. When you have multiple streams of income coming in, you can raise your pricing to the point that you get to decide who you work with. You can become that in demand that by way of pricing, you can eliminate who you don't want to work with. There is power in that. I've been preaching this stuff since day one, y'all. I've been preaching this stuff since day one. I've been living it since day one. Okay? So the AI traffic generation system, I'm stretching this out for you because I'm getting tired. My eyes getting heavy. I do look so pretty though. Order it now while I'm live. Go to the link in my bio. It's the second button, AI traffic generation system. You can order it and pay the full $50 now. You can do the 4-pay and you get immediate full access. Order it while I'm live and we will book your 15-minute strategy session. Okay? People love that. People have been buying just to get that 15-minute strategy session with me. I'm gonna have to turn that off soon. I'm not gonna keep offering that on live because I am not here to be on 15-minute strategy sessions all summer. But I'm willing to do it to get more people signed up because more people, listen, there is power in your boss is pissing you off, you getting tired of that ish, set up your income cash generating machine by way of the AI traffic generation system. I've been coming on here live. You need to follow me. I've been coming on here live and telling, like Harriet Tubman, giving you the Underground Railroad to your way out of a job that you hate. And the AI traffic generation system is the foundation of all of it. And it is only $50. It should be priced at $397 and truly even $997 because Honey turned it into $8,000. I'm selling it to people in places I've never set foot in, all the way over in the Queensland, in Great Britain, in the United Kingdom. And I know that's not technically the same place, but you get it. Where King Charles is over there. You know what I'm saying? So go to the link in my bio. Second button. And order it while I'm live so you can get your 15-minute strategy consultation. Because, baby, people pay top dollar to pick this brain. $2,000. My highest full pay client, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. Okay? And that's what, I promise you, digital marketing is not a business model. Digital marketing is not a product. Digital marketing is not an offer. It is a highly paid skill set. I've used my digital marketing skill set when I was flying across the country and training on a cosmetic brand, a company that housed like 6 or 7 skincare brands and a cosmetic brand. And I went around the country and trained their reps. Sold out training. And I was 1099. I was not an employee. So whatever I made, I was responsible for the expenses, and whatever I made was mine. And baby, I wasn't going somewhere to break even. People were doing that. Other trainers were doing that. And like, not Greg and Barbara's daughter. No, ma'am. If I'm coming, you're going to guarantee me so many people are showing up. And I made sure that that number more than paid for my trip because I was going to stay there and hang around and have some fun. So like when I went to San Diego, I wound up staying for almost a month in San Diego. Okay? In Atlanta, I was there for almost a month that summer. But I sold out and nobody was selling out. You would look at other people when they would post their trainings online, they might have 5 people there. I would have rooms full of people because my digital marketing skill set knew how to attract those people to my event. And then I used digital marketing to set up my digital marketing infrastructure for training. So people would register through links on my website, TamiraHamilton.com. And then the automation, when they registered, would send them the confirmation email. And the confirmation email would tell them the name and address and the date and times of what they registered for, along with the handouts. And so then came day of the training, checkout was a breeze, because either I knew you were on the list because you paid, or you weren't. And if you didn't and there was still space, for you, I sent you the link, and you completed payment through the link, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. Right? And by the way, because for each location, I created new pages on my blog with the city and state of that location. Guess what would happen when someone was searching for that cosmetic brand and where to buy it in their city and state? Local SEO. Guess who showed up often at the very first spot on Google? Guess whose blog? Guess what website showed up? TamiraHamilton.com. TamiraHamilton.com. Even when the brand was going viral on Instagram, when people would look up the brand on Instagram, on Google, they would often find articles from TamiraHamilton.com. When TamiraHamilton.com was focused on makeup and skincare. Okay? When BuzzFeed featured the liquid lipsticks of the brand, and women who look like me were looking to find images of the lipstick on women that looked like them, they found TamiraHamilton.com. In fact, I was in Paducah, Kentucky, my first stop in my tour as a trainer for the company. And my phone just buzzing, no pun intended. Order, and I don't know these people. And it was because the BuzzFeed article had posted that weekend. And I sold a butt ton of liquid lipsticks that weekend. That is the power of authority and getting traffic from Google. So they were finding Google, they were finding the BuzzFeed featured these lipsticks, right? And it was a girl who looked like me who wrote that article, right? And so they went and they were looking for, because she wore the purple shade, but I had swatches of every shade on dark and fair skin and some shades in between on my blog. And so when they were looking, I ranked not only the article under all, but under images. And so I got orders. And that's why I believe in the AI traffic generation system. And that's why I sell the AI traffic generation system. So make sure you click the link, click up here and get to the link in my bio. If you order while we are here live and you come back and say that you ordered and you text me your receipt, I will send you the link probably in the morning, not tonight. I will send you the link to book your 15-minute strategy consultation. There is power in the digital marketing skill set. I first began talking about this lipstick has been on all day. It is, oh my God, I just love it. It has not moved. And it's not the lipstick from back then either. This is, a different brand. But yeah. And you share stuff like that on your blogs, right? You are blogging about educational and entertaining content to help people make buying decisions. That's what your articles are about. Things that you're going to write so that people get educated. It happens to you all day, every day, and you don't even know it. It happens to you all day, every day. That's how I got involved with Pinterest. Because someone posted a quote from the gym. I was a gym rat at the time. And someone posted a quote. And one thing about me, I'm going to hoard some quotes. So to get to this quote, I had to sign up to be on the waiting list for Pinterest. And then when I got on Pinterest, I fit the Pinterest demographic to a T, higher education level, higher income level, and I just went to pinning my little heart's desire. And I would notice when I would click on the pin, even if accidentally, it would take me to someone's blog. And when I would read that blog and I would click links, I was able to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 6 that they were monetizing their blogs through these links to what I didn't know at the time. The term was affiliate marketing, but I knew I had enough business sense to know what they were doing. And that is why I have been self-monetized from day one. I didn't need a platform to monetize me. I didn't need brand sponsorship. Did I do brand sponsorships? Yup. Do I still do UGC work? Yup. Because I like money. I mean, look at me. I'm pretty high maintenance. Right? I fund my own soft life with me and my grandbabies. I don't have custody of them. They live with their mama. They got a full-time good mama. But they also have a nana because it takes a village. And my children had a village that consisted of my parents and my grandparents. And so when my daughter was pregnant with my grandson, I knew it was my time to do what I needed to do because it was my turn. Literally, it was my turn to make sure that I could be there and help and be a part of the village. And that's why going back is not an option for me. Right? I can't believe he's going to be a 5th grader. And Callie's going to be in K4. Right? So their mom works from home. There are days when, especially in the summer, they come to me or they go to my mom. Just because it just makes it less stressful for her. Right? And I'm able to do that because I've got my digital marketing infrastructure up. Because it's not just about automation and sales funnels. The power of Google sending you traffic is unlike TikTok, unlike Facebook, unlike Instagram, and unlike YouTube. People are not there to buy. They're there to be entertained. They're there to socialize. But when it comes to Google, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to Pinterest, people are searching. Search is intent. They are searching for a reason, right? Either to prepare to buy, they're researching in order of preparation to buy, or they are searching to buy. There are high intent searches like pricing, hours. Those are high intent searches. And that is why we want to create authority and get traffic from Google, right? Okay, I would love to stay and talk to y'all, but I'm getting loopy now. My brain is feeling dehydrated and I don't even drink anymore. So it's time for me to take my face off and lay me down to sleep and pray the Lord my soul to keep, okay? So this is your last call. You can go up here to the link in my bio and you can click that second button, which is the AI traffic generation system. $50, pay in full. You can pay with Klarna and get immediate and full access. And if you send me your receipt and message in the chat that you ordered, I will send you the link to book your free 15-minute strategy session with me, okay? Oh, Tanya Burgess just purchased. Shouldn't have said her last name, but Tanya just purchased. So yay, Tanya. Okay. Tanya just purchased. I don't want to show her email. Tanya just purchased. Okay. Just check that out. Oh, don't want to show her email. Tanya just purchased. Okay. $50. $50. I don't want to show her info. So $50, right? So I will be sending Tanya the link to book her 15-minute strategy consultation. So book your 15-minute strategy consultation. Tanya already has her email. While I was sitting here talking to you, Tanya has her email that is giving her access to the course. She got an email that says important access to your training. You want to use a valid email because there are no refunds, and that email is where I send you the link to access the course. Okay, right here. You just made a new sale from System.io. It is a free system. You get your done for you sales funnel and you get your done for you course. So I'm going to hang out for just a few more minutes. Hang out for just a few more minutes and see who else is ready to sign up and get their free consult, because my eyes is getting tired. I am sleepy. The AI traffic generation system, right? I know for a fact Tanya has been on my email list for quite some time. Tanya has been on my email list, and that's why I offer a $50 product. I'm not making a judgment call. I am not in anyone else's wallet. A $50 offer is not always about someone can't afford a $555. For some people, they need to test you out with a $50 offer. And that's why I like the $50 mark, right? And it is a great course. It is a great stepping stone. It is a great introduction. It is a great beginner course. Because once you get the digital marketing skill set started and you begin to understand the power that it gives you, the income that you can generate, you're going to want to stick around in digital marketing. You're going to want to learn more. You're going to want to build on your skill set. Okay? So just waiting to see if anyone else is ordering, and then we're gonna go. Because I like to go live on Saturday mornings, and I'd like to go live earlier rather than later. But if I stay up too much longer, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So, okay. So thank you, Tanya. I don't know if you're on here, but thank you, Tanya. I will be sending you the link tomorrow for your 15-minute strategy consultation. If you want to order, you've got like a minute. I'll give you 2 minutes to get on over and order it. Okay, it's 1:25. At 1:30, I'm shutting it down. So if you want the AI traffic generation system and you want that 15-minute strategy consultation, go to the link in my bio now. Ooh, gotta tap that wig, girl. Tap that wig. Okay? Go to the link in my bio. I look so crazy. Go to the link in my bio and get ordered, and I will send you the link for the 15-minute strategy consultation. Okay? But it is 1:25. At 1:30, I'm going bye-bye, and so this is the 15-minute strategy consultation. And I don't know if I'm offering it tomorrow because, like I said, my calendar is really filling up with these 15-minute consultations, and your girl is, positioning herself to be by the boats and water and, hard wig, soft life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, and the pool is down there too by the marina. So, you've got 4 minutes now to click the link in my bio and the second button, AI traffic generation system, and get your order in like Tanya did, like Devin did, like Errol did, like Bear did, like Wanza did, like Katia did, like Stephanie did. Okay? So you got 6 minutes, and I'm actually hungry, and luckily nothing is open for me to order. That's the one thing about moving here, because when I lived in Milwaukee, I could probably still order some food at this time of night. Like back in the day, you could order Jimmy John's and get Jimmy John's ordered at this time of night. Not so much anymore. But back then, and prices have gone up, but you don't get as much access as you used to. Okay, 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning to click the link in my bio and get over to the second button and click the AI traffic generation system. Let's refresh and see if there's any new takers. Okay. Any new takers? 3 minutes, AI traffic generation system. Develop that authority and get that traffic over to your website. I have so many stories of how I've been able to. I promise you, making money in your sleep, there is no boss feeling like waking up and you made money while you were asleep. Baby! Making money in your sleep is a flex. It is the ultimate flex. That is that old money flex, because that's what old money is, literally. You just wait, you just exist and you get paid. That order in the UK of the AI traffic generation system, and that's not. I've sold makeup, mascara, skincare. I've sold my own courses, influence booster, over in the UK. But my first order of the AI traffic generation system in the UK, I was sitting at my grandson's basketball game on a Saturday morning, holding my granddaughter, cheering my grandson on. And I made an order from all the way over in the Queensland in the United Kingdom, okay? So 2 minutes left. Ooh, my brain. Okay, I gotta get this face off because I do not go to sleep with makeup on. I ain't gonna lie though, I was tempted tonight because I do want to get up early in the morning. And I'm like, part of the delay and why I very rarely end up going live before 9-10 o'clock is because I shower and I put makeup on. And yeah. So I was like, maybe I'll be able to do it if I just sleep in my makeup because that lipstick, look at that lipstick. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that with my pillowcases. I'm not going to do that to my skin either. 1 minute left. It's 1:29. 1 minute left and then I'm going to go. I understand some people may not feel comfortable ordering today, or for whatever reason they may not order today. There is Forepay with Klarna, okay? But make sure you click that follow button at the very least so that you can keep up with me. Turn that notification on so you know when I go live. Because I bring the value. These lives are master classes. Where is that comment? Someone said, I hope that you are downloading and recording these and selling these. They didn't say downloading and recording them and putting them on YouTube. They said selling these because that's how much value. They said this is such great info. I hope you're downloading and selling these videos. Okay? All right, it's 1:30. That's it. Make sure you're following. I do plan to go live tomorrow at least one time. It's the weekend. And Tanya gave me my money to go, not gave me. She bought the course. And I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go hang out down by Smoked on the Water at the marina and look at the pretty boats in the water and look cute. Hard wig, soft life. Good night.